Lampard to hold more talks with Everton over becoming their new boss. Everton will hold further talks with Frank Lampard as the Chelsea legend emerges as a lead candidate to replace Rafa Benitez. Lampard has already held conversations with Goodison Chiefs about the prospect of becoming the club's new head coach. And those discussions will accelerate over the next 24 hours as Everton decide who they want to take over from sacked Benitez. No appointment is imminent, but if talks go well with Lampard, the former England star could find himself in pole position to land the job ahead of Vitor Pereira. Sources claim the Toffees want someone in place before the weekend, particularly given the transfer window closes on Monday night. Pereira had emerged as Everton's number one choice to take the head coach vacancy, the former Porto boss arriving in England earlier this week to effectively seal his appointment. However, protests from supporters against his appointment has put Pereira's job hopes in jeopardy. Having spoken to Pereira, Sportsmail exclusively revealed on Wednesday that the Portuguese boss was saddened by the backlash against the club's plans to name him as Benitez's replacement, causing the 52-year-old coach to consider withdrawing from the race altogether. Indeed, Pereira was compelled enough by the resistance towards his impending appointment that he took the unusual step of giving a telephone interview to Sky Sports News to openly discuss his involvement in Everton's process of recruiting a new boss. During the 20-minute interview on live TV, Pereira insisted he is still in the running for the job, but admitted he had been hurt by the resentment from supporters towards the possibility of him becoming head coach. "Of course, it hurts," said Pereira. "In my opinion, some of the critics are not for me. Because they don't know me very well, they don't know my work, they don't know me as a person, they don't know my CV. I work in a lot of countries, several clubs, several titles. Before you work with a person, you cannot judge. This is the first time in my career that I see this kind of thing. I never had in my career this kind of comment about me. My CV speaks for itself. I think these critics are not directed to me." Sportsmail revealed on Sunday that Pereira was emerging as a prime contender for the head coach vacancy at Goodison Park. But having emerged as the lead contender to replace Benitez, former Porto coach Pereira's chances of securing a dream job in the Premier League are now in the balance. The uncertainty has opened the door to Lampard to overtake Pereira as the leading candidate. It is understood that Lampard has strong support from sections of the Everton board, with CEO Denise Barrett-Baxendale said to be among those pushing the Chelsea legend's claims. On his discussions with Everton, Pereira added, "Yes, of course, I want the job. I have had a few interviews, not just one, more than one, with different people from the club. We discussed about everything. I discussed with different people in the club, on the board, I gave them my points of view on what I think about the club, about the team. I spoke with owner Ferhad Mashiri and chairman Bill Kenwright and other people in the